We're making something really innovative.
It's the first of its kind.
No one anywhere in the world is doing something like this.
It's really about the East and the West and the love story where the twain shall eventually meet.
With a Bollywood movie, of course, anything is possible.
There's noise everywhere and people everywhere.
Songs, dance, heightened emotion, colour, gorgeous people, a screen goddess.
It's a visual feast. Welcome to India. It's just totally wild.
I love Bollywood films. I mean, I think Bollywood films have a language of their own, and emotionally things are heightened.
There's a lot about Bollywood that I really like, and I grew up with it, and a lot of the emotions I relate to.
There's an innocence to it, a celebration, and almost like a naivety that we don't really have in Western films.
One of the reasons that I wanted to make a Bollywood version of Pride and Prejudice is because the themes of Jane Austen's novel are so pertinent to contemporary India.
What we did is we took about taking the essence of the novel, which is this Bennett family, and transplanted that to India.
In our film, just like in the book, the story revolves around the Bakshis, who are the Bennets in the book.
Hurry up, girls, come on here. I want to look at you. Hurry up, hurry up.
Middle-class family in India, not a lot of money, with 4 daughters to marry off.
Stand straight. Smile. Don't talk unnecessarily.
Jane Austen was preoccupied with false sort of pride, really, and false nobility, and the horrendous idea that women were not worthy of anything unless they were married, or unless they had a man, or unless they had money.
And don't say anything too intelligent. You.
You can't have a big commercial Hindi Bollywood film without there being 6 or 7 really strong song and dance numbers.
Music was a very tough thing to consider for this movie because I didn't want it to be full-on Bollywood and I didn't want it to be full-on Western either. I wanted that middle ground. I didn't know whether to go through the Western route first and get someone, like Elton John, or go completely Bollywood and get someone like Anu Malik. In the end, I decided to go down the Anu Malik route, along with Ranjit Barrett, who did a lot of his arranging. They gave me songs that they thought a Western ear might like, and that actually worked out very well.
When Mr. Kohli arrives and wants to marry Lalita, we have a song called No Life Without Wife, which is one of his sayings.
Poor Mr. Kohli, he has no life without wife.
It's the end of the night and all the sisters are teasing Lalita about him.
I wanted it to look like and feel like one of the songs from Greece, that sense of all girls together with their nighties on. There's just something very magical about the way that's all come together. It was really important for me to cast Aishwarya Rai in the lead role of Elizabeth Bennet because she embraced everything that was great about Bollywood.
She's the biggest movie star in the country. She is massively popular.
It was a wonderful script and I was really, really pleased to be playing the part of Lizzie, a la Lalita, in Pride and Prejudice.
I want to marry you and bring you back right away. I've spoken to your mother and
You already spoke to my mama?
Yes, she's very enthusiastic about the marriage.
I'm sorry, you should have spoken to me first. I'm not ready to be married.
My character replaces, or is the alternative to Colin's character, who is looking to be married. In this case, wants to marry one of these girls.
I may be healthy, wealthy, and wise, but as they say, no life without wife.
I cast Martin Henderson as Darcy because he's searingly handsome. To me, he's like an old-fashioned, good-looking hero.
Listen, I'm a hopeless dancer, but, well, this looks like you just screw in a light bulb with one hand, you pet the dog with the other.
What the audience would really like about this film is the fact that it's a blend, it's a fusion of the East and the West. It's the getting together of different schools of acting as well as different ways of working.
It was hard making them all perform so that they all felt like they were in the same movie.
Although every actor does work differently. This is like taking 3 different cultures and bringing them together.
good actor is good anywhere in the world and a bad actor is bad anywhere in the world. It is the system which is different.
The actors from the West have got our own style, I guess. You know, actresses from India have theirs. And there's a meeting of the two.
For example, the Hollywood guys do their thing, very analytical about stuff, very kind of working precisely on through lines. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? You've got the Bollywood genre, which, as far as I can see, the genre works from an emotional point of view. And then we've got us, we've got the Brits, who just wonder why you just don't hit your mark and say your lines, love.
As Gloria Estefan says, the rhythm is going to get you.
My eyes are searching, my hips are working, my lips are waiting, take me to love.
One of the most fantastic decisions I think I ever made on this movie was hiring Saroj Khan.
She's an incredible choreographer, and she's been doing it since she was, I think she said since she was 13, and she's done hundreds of sequences for hundreds of films.
She inspires confidence. The very first rehearsal we saw, we knew that he was the right woman.
In our culture, like if we cry, we sing. If we are happy, we sing. If we are sad, we sing. If we father is going away, we are singing. If mother is dead, we are singing.
Brace yourself, Darcy. He's about to transform into the Indian MC Hammer.
I owe everything to her and Raju, who's her assistant. From day one, it was, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this. They have to get a double. They basically just worked with me one-on-one for hours.
India's going to be very interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to Amritsar, by the way. This is Amritsar. Horns blaring, dogs barking. But that's what India's all about. Get the production value that you need. You don't get the real flavor of it unless you're here, you see everything around you.
It's all going really smoothly. That's the thing. It's like you're surrounded by chaos. Looks like no one knows what's going on, but somehow it comes together.
Recreated a typical North Indian Punjabi street here.
It starts off with these three girls walking down, doing a bit of shopping, and then singing about what's going on, and the whole village, one by one, starting to join in, and you end up with a whole big procession of people.
I mean, it's been an amazing experience, you know, to meet all the Indian actors and just their way of life. It's so rare to be invited into a land and a culture by the people.
It was just really, really nice. I mean, by the end of it, we all had gone through a very big experience through the making of the film.
It was such a pleasure working with Corinda, and she's just really cool.
The beauty of working with her is how she makes it fun. She knows what emotion she wants to extract out of the actor or the scene or the moment.
She has a great sense of humor. She's easy on the actors.
Her approach to work is very much a fun thing. She's just having fun most of the time. I think that's quite infectious.
She's one of my best friends now. You know, we speak the same language, we have the same cultural background. She is such a professional, very much a perfectionist.
She knows exactly what she wants to achieve and structurally how she wants to get there. She's amazing.
Pride and Prejudice has turned out to be quite a nostalgic movie. It's about the musicals that I grew up with as a child. Everything about it is a combination of Bollywood and Hollywood, all tied up, you know, with a very British overall sort of sensibility. It's pushing British filmmaking, you know, into a whole new direction.